You're now tuned into Car Language. I'm your host, Easy, and before me, we got a 2020 Gladiator Sport. Check it out with me. This is your key, very thick key. Definitely flows with the way the Jeep looks. It's not keyless entry, but it is push button start. It's daytime right now. These are LED lights. Nice look, definitely very distinct. To open the hood, there's these latches on both sides. Guys, go check out a video I did on a two-door Wrangler. Very simple. Again, this is a toy. That's kind of why I like these trucks. This is that V6. Again, not a lot of power. You want more power, you get the 392, but I think this is just fine. Enough power. 280 horses, 260 pound-feet of torque. Again, everything is very simple. So as we take a look at the 2020 Jeep Gladiator, love the front fascia, distinct lights, distinct grille. The bumper is very close to the chassis for off-roader purposes, rock climbing, etc. Love the wheels. As you can see, the lug nuts, they match pretty much the color of the truck. This is like a cherry red. As we take a look at the tailgate, you can open it with the key, but just pop it, let it go, and it'll work itself the rest of the way. Towing capacity is 4,000 pounds. To close it, it feels old school, but it's rugged. It feels like you could beat the truck up. I kind of like that. Jeeps are known for reliability. I love the two-tone, the flat black with the gloss red. Definitely makes the red pop. Jeep Gladiator on both sides. The badging. Nothing up front, very clean look. A lot of inches of clearance. Cloth seats, not too fond of that. We got 2 cup holders up front, 2 in the back, pouring the water. These are your window switches. We don't have windows right now. And these are your speakers. You got speakers up here. You got some more speakers up here on the dash. Nice little cubby spot for pens, anything small, etc. Nice little touch. As we take a look at the armrest storage, we got 2 USB ports. That's just one shelf. You can go higher, just in case for smaller things. The storage is not bad in this truck. As we go around, you can bring the seats down by these straps. Everything is like strapped and mechanical. And these are your anchors for your child seats. And down here we got storage. It's a running board pretty much that runs the whole bottom part of the seat. And this right here is where all the bolts are for your doors and top. Again, this is where you will put the top or the doors, whichever you prefer, in this bag here. I would demonstrate, but I don't feel there's any need to. As we climb in, again, plastic. I've seen it most where they kind of go with black, but they two-toned it inside with the red and the black. It kind of flows with the whole car. This is your glove box, standard glove box. You hold on to dear life bar right here. And that's pretty much it. Again, this truck is basic, nothing special. CarPlay. She's fairly quiet. 4x4 to engage. You push this button here. You put it on drive, and you can engage 4x4. You get some information, your fuel gauge, your temperature reading, and these are your tire pressure as you scroll with these buttons here. Miles per hour, screen setup. For anybody with a Dodge vehicle or a Jeep, you know the system, very user friendly. I can't complain. Seconds of counting. This one has 15,842 miles. As we take a look at the infotainment system, these are your apps. This kind of helps. You got the backup camera, you can turn it on and you get to see more, I guess. It kind of helps you from having to look all the way behind you when the doors are off. But you can keep the backup camera on. Climate controls, everything is button. Again, everything just feels durable. Plastic, but it feels like it could last you a long time. I like the vents, the air vents as well. You can have them when you open them, they look clean. When you close them, it looks cleaner. Like that touch. Again, I like this. I like Jeeps. I can't complain. I can't wait to drive the 392. I'm sure that sound is amazing when you take off the doors and the roof, etc. It's your handbrake on the Charger. Regular handbrake. Again, they make these things mechanical so that things can be fixed simpler. They'll cost you less. If they are expensive, it's because of the name, I would assume. But I'm sure everything is cheap. I know a few people with Jeeps, and they say they have had no issues, and they're fairly built like tanks. In accidents, people have gotten hit, and the damage is very minimal on a Jeep. Everything in the outside LED, in the inside the dome lights are halogen. I'm not too fond. Come on, we got to do better, guys. Let's stop putting halogen bulbs. Let's eliminate them for good. Again, to fold down the seats is straps. Everything is just simple. You know, at the end of the day, it requires some work, but right now obesity is at an all-time high. With all due respect, let's not mind working a little bit, right? Let's push the seat forward and back. Regular. We got the floor mats, rubber, just in case. I like those floor mats. Jeep logo on them. Very subtle. Jeeps are very subtle, but then again, who can mistake the look? Jeep is a Jeep. It's kind of like seeing a Hummer. You know when a Hummer's coming towards you. As you can see, we got some hooks just in case you want to pull. Here's your outlets, just in case you want to tow. You also got a tow hook right here in the back. This is cool. I like it. I'm definitely enjoying this. We're supposed to be going out to a trip tomorrow in upstate, and you know, my brother-in-laws, they keep asking me, are you gonna drive 2 hours without the roof? I say, hey, stuff that you don't do every day, why not? Nice Jeep written in the back. Every car is unique in its own way, whether it's basic or fully loaded. You know, there's certain things you might feel are unnecessary, but then again, you know, with the basic, you start feeling like, all right, at least I don't have to kind of keep going through things to do certain things. You understand? You get great breeze. You got the top off and the doors off. Yesterday I just had the top off. I wound up taking the doors off today. Again, it feels really good. The kids love it. This is definitely a kid-friendly vehicle. They love it. Make sure they wear their seat belts. But I love the fact that when you drive, you can see tires, the ground. Don't look too much at the ground. You might get nauseous. And there you go. Let's take this thing out for a spin, and I'm gonna let you guys know how it drives. First impression, driving a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Sport. This is not the Rubicon. This is the basic model. I got a good deal on it. I came out here to New York, and we all are hanging out, going to a river. So I figured, hey, why not a Jeep? pickup. You got your basic safety features as far as backup camera. You could turn on the camera and keep it on when you have the doors off. It semi helps to see traffic better on both sides. One thing I thought that was very weird is the fact that when you take the doors off, the mirrors come off with them. So you definitely have to work. Definitely gotta work. Gotta look, turn your head, and check out oncoming traffic on both sides. But it's a V6, nothing crazy. You got enough torque just in case you are loaded with your essentials as far as, you know, beach things, etc. Your folks, your people, your kids. Great for anyone with pets. I got the roof off currently. I hope you guys can hear me. If it sounds like I'm screaming, it's because I want you guys to be able to hear me. But it's a nice summer truck, definitely. And I'm gonna assume I don't really hear anything bad about Jeeps as far as driving them in the wintertime. This one is 4x4, no problem there. Again, that torque, you feel it when you step on it. It's not fast. The MPG is great. I believe is 1622, something like that. I think that's pretty good considering this is a heavy vehicle, SUV at that. One thing I can't get over is that where the engine turns off to save gas. I don't know. I think that's a gimmick. I don't like it. It sounds like the car broke down and now your nerves are rattling. Is it gonna turn on again? I guess that's the old me thinking. But again, this is not something you want to hit corners. It's not a sports car. It's a truck. It's a sport utility truck, but not sport in a sense where it's fast. It's just a nice, definitely a great daily, I'll say. Even being a pickup, you can opt to the option where you get to close the back, the bed, use it as a big trunk. Again, you got a lot of, you got that long storage under the bench seat in the back. It's a nice vehicle. For the price, I think it's cool, $233. The only thing is when you get one of these, you got to be willing to work. You're gonna work with everything. Everything is very mechanical. The only thing I'll say is the window switches. But to take everything off, even down to opening the doors, it just feels like work. Opening from inside and out. Grabbing the latches, every latch feels. But that's the cool thing about this truck. I don't know, it kind of takes you back. This is something I would recommend as like a secondary vehicle. You got your luxury and then you got your rugged. This is like a perfect rugged vehicle for someone who's not, looking for F-150 type. I think this is perfect. You got that small family that for the most part gets everything delivered and they just want to throw the chandeliers in the back and, let them worry about the couch. And would I recommend it? Again, yes. I think some people might disagree. I have a home, so I could definitely see me buying one of these and actually using it. And again, the summertime, oh man, I can only imagine it. I'm having fun just driving this thing around. Not quite summer yet, feels like summer out here. 2-3 days ago, you guys know climate change is in full effect. Global warming rather, and it was cold. I had the front top lid off, cold and everything. I felt good. It's that breeze. I don't know. It's not every day you jump into a Jeep with the roof off. So it's definitely very, very enjoyable. Like it's similar to a Charger. The Charger is basic. You got hardly any options till you step on that gas. This. Hardly any options till you take the doors off and the roof off. Now you're having a blast. Like, it's almost like you got your money's worth by just that. Doesn't, it might not mean much to a lot of people, but I feel like, again, it's that experience. It's something different. Like, a lot of people, my brother-in-laws, I brung it around, and they was like, oh, this This thing is super basic, down to the cloth seats and everything. And you know, then they jump in it and it's like, you know, you see that smile, like, all right, I see why you're enjoying this. You know, it's, again, not fast cruise, we're cruising, you know, visibility, awesome. I guess the best, as far as anything goes, I don't think you get better visibility than that. The blind spot monitor would have been a great touch. Again, this is basic. Being honest, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this is super basic. But definitely would recommend this. I love them. I did a review on the smaller two-door one. It's a Wrangler. It's a two-door. I had a great time in that, and it was stick shift. It was stick shift. Looking at the reflection right now, and you know, I love looking at myself in the mirror. That's what I call the mirror, the reflection. So when you guys see when you guys hear me say I'm looking at myself in the mirror, is me looking at a big window, looking at my reflection. This is something you wish you had an outer body experience so you could see yourself. Cause it's cool. You know, you got people in Range Rovers and X6s, you know, X5s, hot cars. They look at you. You know, it's a nice, you know, and it's not something that makes you look rich. You look cool. You look awesome. And that right there is, again, it just adds to the experience. Kids love this thing. I took my little nephews and nieces and my daughter for a ride. Oh, they was having fun. And then the day before, I had the Mustang. They had fun with that, but I felt like they enjoyed this more because they were sticking their hand out, you know, acting like they wanted to touch the ground. It's dope. It's dope. Dope, Tito. This thing is cool, man. Again, a lot of attention, but low profile, if you catch my drift. On that note, stay safe, stay tuned, more content coming soon. Car Language, I'm out.